Hello everybody, this is me, Member201, and today we're reviewing Armada Tidal Wave and Energon Tidal Wave. Now, the Armada one, as you see here, has some beat down on it. And that's because this is another toy from my childhood. Very much like Optimus Primal. Yeah, I'm amazed he made it through, but he didn't make it through as well as Primal, unfortunately. As you'll see later, he has bite marks on him. I wish I didn't do that as a kid. But, oh well. Alright, before... I should probably get into the gimmicks of this figure. Alright. So, I got my Energon Tidal Wave not so long ago. And unfortunately, the person who I got him from didn't have, we did a trade, and I gave him my, animated blur for, Energon Tidal Wave. And unfortunately, he told me in advance, though, that the Minicon is different, and I was like, okay, cool, whatever. And, yeah. So, here you go, you got the Minicon. This Minicon goes with the Armada version, which is over here, which I still have. And yeah, so let's get with the gimmicks of the figure. Okay, so you place the Minicon on top of here, push down, and this is supposed to attach to the Megatron, but I don't have Armada Megatron, like, at all. So I can't even show you that. And then you put them on here, and the cannons move. Oh! And then you can put them on any of the other Minicon ports right there. Like, you know, right there or something. And his full jet mode, let me get the thing out. Looks like this, so you have it kind of like that. And yeah, let's do a little mini review on him. This one's a lot stiffer than my Minicon. I think his name's Ramjet. His arms move up and down. His legs, you can make him sit. Which goes into another little gimmick thing right here. These seats open up to seats. And you can, yeah, sit down Minicons, but very few of them can actually sit in there. So, yeah. Ah, crap. I should probably close this all the way. Okay, now it's colliding this. It does that a lot. Kind of annoys me. But, yeah. So, one last gimmick is you have to transform Ramjet over here into this configuration. Like this, like so. And where I got him out, bring this up. You put Ramjet right on the Minicon port. You close that, push that down. There we go. Minicon storage. It's a great idea. Now, I'm going to put him down for a second, and we're going to move to Armada Tidal Wave. And he'll be the main part in the three different configurations you can have him in. Because that's the main mode. This whole thing is the main mode, and I'll show you what the individual parts can come off. So you got your aircraft carrier. Damn it. Alright. You got your troop carrier right here. And you got, I don't know, there's a boat with guns. Somebody probably knows the name of the boat. I'm just kind of too lazy to search it up. But yeah. Got the boat. And yeah. He's a pretty good figure. So let's get him into robot mode, which we'll do with Energon Tidal Wave. So, what you want to do is split the arms. Move these legs. I'm trying to get this on screen, on frame, but it's hard. Rotate the leg. And now you want to rotate the waist. Open these feet up. Open them up. Rotate his chest. unhinge these arms in a certain way, so then you got them on the side like that. Get the arms out, pull the head, do the same on this side with the arms. Oh yeah, and these parts you just want to close that like that. And we have Tidal Wave in robot mode, and he is huge. And yeah, we'll be right back as I get Armada Tidal Wave into robot mode. Now we're back, and we got both Tidal Waves. And they're both really good figures. I love this mold because it's one of the best molds from Armada. I mean, there wasn't a whole lot of good Armada figures, but it did give us some great figures, like Tidal Wave here, Unicron. Don't even get me started on how awesome that figure is. It gave us some decent ones, like Demolisher, Cyclonus, Wheeljack, which should have been named Sideswipe, but you know, whatever. And yeah, and oh, Bendy Prime, can't forget him. He's a pretty good mold. And yeah, that's it. There's some Armada figures I haven't really messed with at all, like Armada Red Alert. Never had the figure, so I don't know how it is. I've heard how terrible Armada Sideswipe is, but I haven't messed with it myself. And Hot Shot I have because I have the figure. And that figure's just... it has loads of problems, but isn't as terrible as most people say it is. But it's still pretty bad. And you got... what's his name? Smokescreen, who should have been named Grapple, but they named him Smokescreen. He was an okay figure. I have my own personal nitpicks with him. And yeah. But getting on to these two figures we're talking about. Articulation. He can bend his leg like that, but he has no knee joint, which kind of sucks. But he does have elbow, and that can turn all the way around. Hear that nice ratcheting. And that's kind of all the articulation you get out of these two guys. You might be thinking, okay, that's kind of crappy. You can just do... yeah, but he has a lot of play features with him. And you can combine with Megatron. And, if I take off his arm, you see this area right here? Cybertron Optimus Prime has the same port, so in theory you can combine his arms with that Prime figure. And you could put on Leo Breaker on his arm, which is the lion dude from Cybertron, in theory. But, yeah. Would I recommend these figures? Yes. They are, oh my god, so great. Love the Energon one because of the funky colors. It just looks so great. Like, I personally, which one do I like better? It's a tough call. But I would have to say, probably this version. Because I've had this figure since I was a kid, and this is what I see Tidal Wave as the Armada version, compared to the Energon one. But both are really good, and there is a Micron Legends, which is the Japanese version of Armada, has a much more show-accurate version of him, but it's going to cost you an arm and a leg. And I would love to have that one, but yeah. I don't think that will be happening in the near future. But yeah, if you have one and you're in the San Diego area and you want to give it away and give it to a nice home where it'll be treated well, it'll be up display with these two awesome figures, then just send me a PM. Or if you want to sell it for a decent price, then send me a PM. Or if you want to do a trade, because I'm open to doing trades. These figures are pretty big. Are they Supreme class? No, because they're a lot shorter than Unicron and Energon Omega Supreme. And they're not Ultra because they're taller than Optimus Primal. I would grab them out, but I actually don't have them here with me right now. I at least don't think I do. And here's Leader Class 6 shot compared to them. Still shorter. So that means they're about the size of a Michael Bay movie Transformer. Which I don't feel like getting out my Optimus because I would have to take out stuff and I'd just take too long. But just go with me on that. It's that size. And yeah. Oh, I actually do have that primal. Alright. Particularly the University paint. And you will see by what I mean by these two guys are bigger than an Ultra, because on the TF Wiki it says he's an Ultra class. It says Energon is an Ultra class. And he is clearly not an Ultra. Yeah! He's a bit wee small compared to them too. So yeah, I'd recommend any version of this mold you can get your hands on. He's decently priced for the size of a figure. I suggest don't get any of the Japanese versions because they're going to cost you more, whereas the Hasbro versions are going to be much cheaper, which both of these are the Hasbro versions. The Hasbro version of Energon, Tidal Wave, and the US version are almost identical. I can't really see any differences between the two. It's just the Armada ones are drastically different between the two. And yeah. And the Tidal Wave and the Transformers Armada video game is like these colors and not the show colors. But yeah. Overall, if you like Armada or just want a really tall character who's, I guess, not like Fort Max huge, but is like taller than like your leader class figures from your chug scale sets of figures, then I highly recommend these two. They're great. They have pretty decent articulation and just look badass and like really imposing, and just are overall great figures. I recommend getting these, strongly recommend. And yeah, this has been me, Mammoth201, with another review. And yeah, peace out, guys. And please support me on Patreon, follow me on Twitter, and subscribe. And peace out for reals.